مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Faraz Rabbani of Seekers Hub, sharing some reflections on what is the purpose of religion and what is its role in life. We can look at the need for religion by using a metaphor. One of the respected contemporary Muslim scholars uses the metaphor of a moving train. That imagine if you went to sleep in your own room at home, in your own bed, expecting to wake up in your bed. But suddenly you wake up on a moving train. Not only would you be surprised, but you'd ask a few questions. And they say there's 4 key questions anyone intelligent would ask. The first question is, how did I get here? Where am I? Thirdly, where is this train going? What's going to happen when it reaches its destination? Should I jump off the train? And the final question is, what do I do on this train? So these are 4 questions that you'd ask if you were on a train that was moving. Firstly is, where am I? Second, how did I get here? Third is, where is this train going? And the fourth, what am I supposed to be doing on this train? And these are questions that apply to our life as well. That if we find ourselves alive in this world, a thinking person should ask these questions. That where am I? How did I get here? Where is this life leading to? Is there an end purpose to this life? Is there a destination point? And finally, given all that, given where I am, how I got here, where I am headed, ultimately, what am I supposed to be doing in this life? And these are questions that the human being finds themselves at a loss as to how to answer the questions, which is why religion is needed. Why religion is needed. Religion answers these fundamental questions. And the human being has this need within them to know these answers. In the revelation of the Quran, the final revelation, the Quran opens with the human being expressing their most urgent need. They say, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Guide us to the path that is straight. Show us the way of guidance in this life. Show us where we are headed. Make us understand why we're here and what we're supposed to do in this life. So this is why we need religion. Now, human beings in search of meaning try to come up with meanings on their own. So the question arises, how do we know that this claim to truth of Islam, of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is real? And there's many ways to look at this. The central way is the Quran itself. The Quran itself. That the human being has this need for guidance. And we posit that throughout history, God has sent revelation of guidance to messengers throughout the ages. And the final messenger, whose message is to last until the end of time, is the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. This Prophet came and made a claim that I am a messenger of God and I'm calling you to believe in one God. He was challenged, as previous prophets were challenged. And every prophet, when challenged, came with something that would support their claim. What is the support of their claim? It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Something undeniable, that this could only be from God. And that miracle takes the place of God Most High saying, this servant of mine is truly a messenger from me. And their claim is true. And the miracle granted to the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is the Quran. The Quran is a marvelous book. Anyone who can appreciate its language, its content, its style, its message, if they read it honestly, they would realize that this is not human speech. This is from a higher source. And what is the purpose of the Quran? Right in the opening, the human being asks, guide us to the path that is straight. And immediately, in the opening of the next chapter, the Quran responds. God responds through the Quran. This is the book in which there is no doubt. It is a guidance for any seeking to be mindful of God. So this is the purpose of religion, to answer these fundamental questions of life, but then also to know, how do we live a life of meaning? How do we live a life of purpose? How do we live a life that fulfills to us not just the fleeting existence of this life, but that enables us to go beyond this life in the journey of our soul? Because the soul is not limited just to this life. So this is why we would invite you to find out more about this religion, a religion that gives us clarity and purpose regarding these fundamental questions. Where are we? How did we get here? Where are we headed? And how are we to live a life that will make us attain meaning in this life, good in this life, and good eternally? So may God open those doors for us and for you.